Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Julianne Marie and this is Body by Julianne. I'm a certified personal trainer. If you would like to train with me, you can. Link is going to be in the description if you'd like to train with me. I'm currently doing privates and in person, so get on that. So for this next week, I'm going to be doing yoga every single day. And I'm going to be answering the question of what are the benefits of yoga? There are benefits, there are, pros and cons. And over this next week, we're going to really get into yoga and why it can be really good for you. And also maybe why it shouldn't be all that you're doing. But to really immerse myself into yoga, I'm going to be doing yoga for 7 days. Just yoga. That is going to be my exercise for the week. And each day I'm going to wake up in the morning, which it is now. Sorry if my eyes look baggy because I'm tired. But we're smack dab right in the early morn, and I'm going to be doing at least 30 minutes of yoga from today all the way to next week. By the end of next week, I'm going to be checking in and answering some questions. So without further ado, let's get to it. Right off the bat, I can say there are a lot of things that I love about yoga, even before we get started with this. When I had COVID and I had to go through sort of healing parts of my body because it affected my body really bad, doing things like yoga and Pilates was extremely helpful for me. So I know that it can be healing. There are a lot of things that yoga can be, and over this week we're going to explore all the things that yoga can be. So I'm going to try each day of this week to do a different sort of yoga practice. I'm going to be using videos online. I will link the videos in the description so that you can show them some love as well. And today I'm going to start off the week with some full body yoga. I think what I love so much about yoga is that there are so many different types, and each type gives you something different. So you can kind of go to whatever you need and whatever you're looking for. When it comes to full body yoga, I think that it is great for improving flexibility and for helping with posture. So if that's something that you need help on, go for some full body yoga. I think that it'd be very beneficial for you. So the full body yoga was pretty nice. It was very typical to things that I do a lot when I just do yoga on my own. I love a good full body yoga. It's usually not too high of intensity, and I'm able to kind of move through my whole body, kind of work it out. Any kinks that I might have, if I'm a little bit sore, it's really nice. Very similar to some of my restorative yoga that I do, but that's just amps it up slightly. So this was a nice way of starting my week. I thought it would be a good way to start to, get in there, but not jump in so much. I will say that I definitely was sore going into this week, and I was hoping this would help a little bit, and I don't know how much it really helped. So there's that. I'm never sober, and I'm almost 45. Can't count to 45 like you. Hey, so I just finished my first workout of the week, the full body. Felt fine. I mean, I'm not unfamiliar with yoga, so none of this is really new to me. But yeah, I have the feeling that by the end of this week, my wrists are going to be hurting. So stay tuned for that. Now I'm going to shower because I need a shower. Hi everyone, so we're at day 2. Unfortunately, yesterday, about halfway through my day when I was about to head to work, my hip kind of had a little bit of a, I don't want to say spasm, but it was a thing where when COVID first started, because I've had COVID twice now, unfortunately when I first got it, which was back around when it first started to become relevant, it affected my legs pretty badly. I had a thing where my legs kind of lost their flexibility, and I was getting sharp pains all throughout my legs. It went away after a while, and then when I got COVID the last time, it was more just in my hip socket, where I felt like my hip socket was loose, like it was a dislocated hip socket, but it wasn't, because I checked all that out. It just felt that way, and I got a few little aftershocks after that, and I think that I thought that I was done feeling that way. But yesterday, when I was heading to work and I was heading to my car, I felt that feeling of dislocation, and I walked down a step. So that wasn't a great way to start my week. I had to stay home from work, and today we're going to try to combat it all with some restorative yoga. In the moment right now, I feel fine. I don't really feel it, but it's the thing with it. I have good and bad days, so I don't really know. I just have to try the best of my ability to do what I can do. Stay strong. So, yeah, we're going to do some restorative yoga now. So here we go with some restorative yoga. I look like a pancake. Amazing. But with restorative yoga, I think what can be really nice about it is that you kind of use it to restore as you see fit for what you need for yourself. For me, I did a lot of restorative yoga back when I was first having problems with my legs and my hip. I was able to do it to just help build myself back up. I did that, and I did Pilates. It was very helpful for me. And so coming back and kind of doing something like this feels very full circle. And, I don't know what kind of way. Is it the best way? I don't know. But restorative yoga can be good for reasons like that. It also is a great way of relieving anxiety. A lot of times people do restorative yoga just to clear their mind and just relax, maybe after a hard day, or if they're just going through something. Restorative yoga can be very healing. So I really do enjoy it when I'm able to do it. I don't do it all the time, but when I need that sort of help, that peace, I think that it's very beneficial, for sure. When I got to the end of some of the exercises, I was able to kind of go a little bit farther. I think with my hip, I was like, okay, I think we're okay. We can go farther in this. And so I really did, by the end of it, feel like I can push a little bit farther. I definitely wasn't at 100%, but I could feel myself on my way there. I thought it was funny that I kind of talked about restorative yoga the day before, because now I had to do it. It was helpful in a way. My body was feeling pretty fine at the moment, but it had that flare up, and as I was going through certain exercises while doing this, I did feel, that sort of tension, if you want to say it, in my hip. It was a weird sort of thing because the hip itself didn't feel tight, it felt more loose. So while doing certain things, I was trying to not push too hard or stretch too far. So you might see that as I do certain things here, like some of the down dogs, that I don't push as far back because I don't want to agitate anything. It's kind of best when my hip acts up or flares up to kind of just take it easy, and eventually it just recovers. I have good days and bad days. It kind of sucks. All right, power yoga time. Wow, look at my arms. I'm sorry, I'm just like, it's not something that I always notice. It's cool. It's cool to see in your photo. I'm getting nice and strong, as I should. But power yoga is wonderful. I think what is so great about power yoga is it kind of lets you amp things up a little bit. If you're trying to get stronger, if you're trying to more just sculpt, you can do it really well with some power yoga, especially as you amp it up and go for some advanced power yoga. You can really test yourself and learn to move your body in a more challenging way. I think it's absolutely wonderful. Power yoga is pretty great. Similar to kind of like full body yoga and core yoga a little bit. It's kind of the nice combination of the two, and I had a really good time with it, honestly. I found it to be very achievable, doable, nice to do. So go to some power yoga, y'all. So today for my yoga is my first day back after having that thing with my hips. So I wanted to do yoga that wasn't too intense. It went pretty well. I didn't really feel any flare-ups in my hips, so that was nice. And I just was like, okay, we're good. Continue this trajectory. Let's just keep going like this. Stay nice and steady. I will say by this point, I was definitely starting to feel not doing any other sort of workout. I am someone that works out most days out of my week, and I work out pretty intensely, usually at least an hour to 2 hours a day when I do work out. And so to have my only workout being yoga, which is, good for some things, but it isn't the strength training that I usually get in, and so I wasn't feeling as strong in my week at this point. Alright, so today was core yoga day. I absolutely love core yoga. I can't rave about it enough. It's one of those things that is great for if you are trying to build up those core muscles and get stronger there. It takes about 24 hours for your core to recover. That's why you see a lot of people doing core every single day, because your body can take it. And that's why I usually would love doing core yoga in the mornings. If I were to wake up and start my day with movement, which I usually do, core yoga is one of the top things that I usually do because I think it's absolutely great. Not only is it great for building up strong core muscles, really starting to tone up that core if it's something that you want, it's great for building stamina, which is something that a lot of people struggle with or don't have as much. Especially I noticed in the gym a lot that you see a lot of people there that do strength training, but you can tell that their stamina is not that great. And so it's something that's really important to build up, because if you want to go and work out for a long amount of time, not get tired, or just be able to be consistent in your movement, having that stamina is so important to eliminate that sort of fatigue that workouts can give you. Workouts can be hard. So core yoga is great for many things, and I will always scream and shout about it. And I had a great time with it here. I thought that it was something that was very doable, very easy, very fun, but also challenging in a way. Core yoga, for me, I don't ever want it to be so easy because I want to feel like I'm working. But there is beginner, medium, advanced core yoga, as there is for pretty much all kinds of yoga for anyone that needs a little bit of help or just doesn't want to push too hard, which is always okay. Today was a core yoga day. I love core yoga. A lot of times in the morning when I do my morning workouts, this is typical of what I do. I'll do something core. So core yoga or just a straight up core workout. So this was something that felt right in tune with the things that I like to do. I felt really good doing it, and it wasn't too difficult. I tried to choose intermediate yoga for everything that I did this week because I wanted it to be something that I knew I could do, but that wasn't so easy that I didn't feel challenged, because I like a good challenge. So that's what we did, intermediate core yoga here, and I think it went pretty well. Hey y'all, so I didn't record today. I did my yoga. I promise I did it. I just didn't pull up my equipment to record. It was early in the morning and I was tired. It was just, setup can be a lot. I got a lot of lights, mics, cameras. It's a lot of stuff. So I took a day and I didn't record. Sorry about it. So yeah, we did some night yoga here. Night yoga is very similar to restorative yoga. Usually nighttime yoga is restorative yoga because they want to make sure that you're nice and relaxed, anxiety is gone, so that you can essentially go to sleep and have no problem sleeping. So this nighttime yoga, and when I clicked on it to say nighttime, it's restorative yoga, but you know, nighttime. This was really nice, honestly. I really just needed to do some yoga before sleep. I know for the first time that I did restorative yoga, it didn't feel as helpful, the restorative yoga and the full body yoga, because honestly, usually when I do yoga like that, I do it at night. That's when it's the most beneficial for me. It's able to really just help me move my body and relax it, because that's kind of what I want out of that kind of yoga. And it was very helpful here. The angles we see in this are interesting. I look interesting. But it was a good time for sure. Okay, so today was night yoga. I'm coming to you from the night. I decided to do some night yoga, recorded it in my living room, and yeah, the lighting is very interesting, so don't judge me. It is right before I went to bed. I definitely made sure to do my nighttime routine, my face, my hair, brush my teeth, so I'm ready to go to bed. I don't have the best angles for my face and body in this, but I did what I could so that I could show you that I did yoga, because I did. So there it is. It was honestly really relaxing. I love a good nighttime yoga. It's nice. It helps you wind down, focus on everything or nothing if that's what you want to do, and just go to bed nicely. So that's what I was able to do here, and I had a great time. Now, I really said I'm gonna push it up for this last one, this advanced yoga, and you know, I really did feel myself push. I think that's what's nice about the advanced yoga, is that it kind of encapsulates everything that yoga, I think, is meant to be. It has the full bodiness of it, but it also has a lot of elements of core yoga in it. It builds that stamina up. It helps get you stronger. It really helps challenge you. It can help you center your mind and be peaceful because you're just so focused on getting these moves right. It's a nice way of elevating, building up that power if that's what you want. So I think if someone were really trying to challenge yourself and get the best that you can out of yoga, going for that advanced yoga, that it's the best way to do it. You won't be able to do everything, honestly, because it's not easy. So if you come to it new, trying to do some advanced yoga, it might be a little overwhelming or be too much. But if you want to challenge yourself, I think this is a pretty good way to go. All right, now we're getting to this move, which is one of those advanced moves that I tried my best to do correctly, and I was able to do it for like a second. Yeah, and I tried it multiple times to see if I could get it up for longer than a second. This is one though that I'm definitely going to keep working on. Something that I think is so cool about yoga is that when you get to a level like this, you can really just challenge yourself to do things that maybe you didn't think that you could. And I think that that's really incredible to find a way to push yourself in that way. And you can become stronger. There are strengths that a yogi has that a lot of people don't, that people underestimate or don't understand. And I really like yoga for that reason. Alright y'all, we are at the end of our week and I'm going to tell you about how I feel and my results. So, doing yoga every day for a week is not something that I would recommend for a person. And I mean that in the sense that I wouldn't recommend this be the only workout that you do. What is so great about yoga is that you can use it for so many different things. You can do power yoga, you can do core yoga, you can do advanced yoga, you can do restorative yoga, nighttime yoga, morning yoga, all of that stuff, which makes yoga really nice and really flexible in that sort of sense. But it's not something that you're going to use to get your strength training and to get really your cardio in either. You can try, but it's not going to be what you need it to be to supplement that for that in terms of working out. Yoga is yoga, and we use it as we should. What I do love about yoga is that it's very healing. As you saw, I had that flare up with my hip and I was able to use yoga to help me kind of come out of it a little bit. And that's been something that I've had a lot. When I first had issues with my legs, I would do yoga and it was something that was very helpful to me to kind of rehabilitate my body. And that's a good thing for yoga. It's great for rehabbing, for rehab therapy, for all that stuff. It's wonderful. It's good for stretching out your body at the end of a very long day. Maybe you were very stiff. It's good for loosening up those muscles. It's great for helping someone relax. It's great for helping someone clear their mind, reduce anxiety, because that's important. So for all of those things, I really do love yoga. And I think that it's something that people should get into the practice of doing. But don't stop doing everything else. Keep everything else there. Make sure that you're still getting your strength training, lifting those weights, and that you're still getting in that cardio, still going on, nice hiking, nice walks to get in those 10,000 steps a day. All those important things that you should be doing. Make sure you're still doing that. And just add some yoga in there too. Because yoga is great. Is it an everyday thing? Sure. As long as you're doing other stuff as well. Thank you so much for watching this video though. And if you want to see me try anything else for a week to give you some advice on it or my thoughts, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.